Wow, it's been a long time. Okay, this is how I went from a 1.8 to a 3.8 in the last 20 courses of my undergraduate year. So contrary to what you would normally see online, where people drop out of school to do whatever they want to do, I decided to drop out of YouTube to do school. So long story short, I thought about going to graduate school. So I looked at my GPA and I was like, that is not going to cut it. I might be cooked. This is not something that a graduate school would accept. So I thought I needed to do something. I needed to change. So I took my time off of YouTube because I was still in my second year, and I thought that was the only chance I get to bring my academic career back. And I'm here to share with you my story on how I did all that in a year. So before this, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with my life. So I thought I made a radical decision. I was like, yo, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna pursue YouTube and try to get my channel monetized within 6 months. That's probably not a really realistic goal to have because you wouldn't be making that much money, would you? It's not sustainable, it sounds like. But yeah, that's what I did, and I was actually getting super obsessed into YouTube as I was like doing research on how do I get people to watch? How do I retain people? How do I get my channel watch time up and stuff like that? Like I was analyzing the YouTube's analytic like a day trader. I was just like, yo, that was actually one of the happiest times of my life, because while I was posting video on YouTube, I see positive results that I would not be able to see anywhere else. I mean, not even in school. During the time, I wasn't doing well in school. So the only positive result I would see is when I post video on YouTube and I see views going up, I see comments cheering me up. It was a good time. But then as my channel grew, I also grew personally. Doing YouTube isn't as sustainable than I thought it would be. I thought like, yo, what if this doesn't work? Like, what if for some reason YouTube just shuts down? What if I get hacked for some reason? Or what if I somehow get famous and then I would probably need a team because I can't do this by myself. But who do I find those people? Where do I find them? Would I even trust them? I don't know. It's just so much uncertainty, right? Before, success for me was get famous and get money. But yeah, I mean, I wish I could just be like famous and make money, because it seems like the easiest way to make money. I mean, because all you have to do is shout out a band and then they give you money for it. But being famous isn't really a requirement to be successful, because like being famous, you either become famous by doing something amazing, or you become famous by doing something insanely weird. I don't know. I want to make money, but I want to do it in a way that people can acknowledge me for it, so that I can provide value. And I thought, okay, I'm already going to school. School could also be a safety for the future. It could also open doors to other opportunities, not just YouTube. But even a bachelor's degree isn't going to be enough nowadays. I mean, if we don't talk about business, we can talk about like STEM degrees. I know some friends with STEM degrees from very good school who are struggling to find jobs at the moment. It seems like you have to go higher in this day and age. So I thought, okay, we should probably pursue higher education and go to graduate school. I managed to basically bring back my first 2 years GPA to get a higher last 2 years GPA, which is very important, by the way, for application to graduate school. But yeah, that's basically my story on why I left YouTube. I had to get my GPA back up from a 1.8 back up to a 3.8 in my last 20 courses, just to give myself my academic chances back. And if you want to learn more about how I did all that, stay tuned for the next video, because I'm gonna share some strategic plan for you to implement so that you can be more prepared for school and get your low GPA back to a high GPA, or maintain your high GPA so that you have a better start than I did, and not screw up and worry and crash out. Yeah, I will share some tips to help you so that you can be better off and have a better start than I did, or maintain your high GPA.